Shove It, the warehouse game. DreamWorks. Think and Grab It, Sega Enterprises. The guy works at a warehouse. He saves his money. He buys the car, gets a girlfriend, and takes her to Florida. And that's the whole goal of this game. And the first few rooms just kind of get you started. It helps you learn kind of what to do. Learn the rules, learn the strategies, and it gets you addicted. It's my favorite game because there's nothing shooting at you, nothing's chasing you, you don't die. You just kind of think things out and plan ahead. That's why I like this. So, room 4. Some of these are hard. My goal today, I'm not going to play the whole marathon. I'm going to do half of it. I'm going to do up to 80. And then the next marathon, I'll do the second half of the game and stitch it together. I want to try to do this with no mistakes. So far, that hasn't been possible. Sometimes it's poor judgment. I'm rushing. Sometimes it's just coordination. And the undo button, button A, will only let you back up your last step. And sometimes, if you make another step after that, then you just have to start over. There are 2 strategies to play this game that I know of. One of them involves moving the one in the middle that's already in its position. The one that I moved off to the side at the bottom right, because I did that, I never have to move the one in the middle. Just play the other ones, and now I get on the other side of this one, push it back, just like that. Okay, this one. Yeah, so it takes me 7 to 7.5 hours to play straight through. And man, I'm just exhausted. Ooh. Yeah, and I just can't, I can't focus, I can't concentrate. I'm hungry, I'm tired. And so, I wanted to do an authentic recording rather than have a bunch of edits. And it just hasn't been possible because 7 hours worth of playing and then one mistake. So on room 8, I'm going to save because every time you get to the 8th room, you may not get 9 and 10. See, it gave us a password. It gave us a password. It's going to make us skip 9 and 10. And I don't really understand why. So this level is the first of its kind. We've got 12 boxes. And that's the most that we've had so far. There isn't too much that we can do wrong on this one. We've got 4 loading docks, 2 on the left, up top and down at the bottom. And the bottom one is 2 boxes wide. So there's not too much we can do to mess this one up. This one just sort of teaches us how this style of puzzle works. It's for educational purposes. And you've got a lot of freedom. There are no tricks. Okay. And there are some rules, but the rules are not written down. You have to figure the rules out and learn them. So this level is the first of this kind. We've got 6 times 3 minus 1, 17. So this is the largest that we've had. This one does have a little bit of strategy. The strategy is going to be that we need to plan ahead. We need to play the bottom row. If we play the top row first, we will not be able to complete the bottom row. If you complete the bottom row first, then you're fine. Ooh. So the rules, here's the rules. Rule number 1, do not push a box into a corner unless your target position is in the corner. If you push it into a corner, you will not get out. Rule number 2, do not push a box against a wall unless you can slide the box along the wall and then push it away from the wall. If your target position is against the wall, then that's fine. But if you push a box against the wall, you're not going to be able to get it away from the wall unless you can slide it along the wall to somewhere and push it out. The next rule, do not put 2 boxes together against the wall because then they get frozen they get frozen together. So if you need to put boxes against the wall, you have to put space between them. In most cases, you can put 3 boxes together into a group or a triangle, but you can never put 4 boxes together into a square. If you put 4 boxes together into a square, it'll be impossible to get them apart. We're going to go back to 8, and then it gets the password, and then we get room 11. Okay. Room 11, let's see. Let's go in like this. And notice the position he's standing. There is no dot on that one. Let's see here. Did I block myself already? Yeah, so this one's a little bit more challenging. We're going to have to think a little bit. Again, we need to do the bottom row first. Okay. Yeah, the next rule. Do not put 3 boxes around a brick. Like it could just be a single brick, and you put 3 boxes around it. So that's going to be the same thing as putting 4 boxes together into a square. The next rule, always try to organize the boxes into columns and rows. If the boxes are in columns or rows, they will never be stuck together. So if there's a group of boxes and you have to split them apart, try to put them into columns or rows. Never put 2 together against a wall. Never put 4 together. Never put 3 around a brick. Okay. And always think about your path. If you need a path, you're gonna have a path to walk around stuff. So you have to plan those paths out. Okay, room 12. We just clear those out. Now, we have to come in this way. The trick is that this room here on the right is wider than this room here on the left. So that's the only way that it will work. No. Okay, so I'm glad we do have that backup button. Because my coordination, I'm playing on a joystick. Sometimes the problem with my joystick, if I'm holding it in one direction and then I just simply let go, the joystick bounces all the way to the other side and it makes him take an extra step. So if I did something wrong and I want to undo that step, well, when I let go of the joystick, he takes a step in the other direction. And then now I've got another wrong step. Okay, there. 14. Put it right there. $15. Okay. You know, I think I should have left that where it was. Okay. So let's do just like this. 16. Okay, this one, knock that one off to the side, and so I call this a one-way door because we can walk through that way as many times as we like, but we can never go through the opposite direction. So I call that a one-way door. I'm going to demonstrate again. I can go this way, but I can't leave. Okay. Now, there's a couple of ways to play this out. See, now I can leave because I can push it all the way across. 17. Okay. The obvious one is to get rid of that because it's not going to be in the way. Oh no, and I put 3 together around a box. See that? That's my first mistake. And I broke the rules. I put 3 boxes around a block. Okay. The correct play would be right here. Yep, so I made a mistake. It's just not possible for me to get all the way through this without screwing something up. And I don't want to edit because I want to make the video be authentic. And it's frustrating. Okay, 18. 18. Okay, this one. That's the best way in. Now see the trick here, I want to be able to push. I need to be able to push up. Okay, yeah, we have to push up and to the left. Yeah, to the left is what we need. So now I can do that. See, I had to have these 2 spaces open. The rest are easy, so pretty much solved. Now, if you notice on the bottom row here, I can only go to the right side. So I have to be lifted up 1 space in order to go up the middle. This is 18. Let's save this. All right, we're gonna find out if it lets us have 19. No, it gave us a password. Stupid password. Load. 19. There. Drop these. We're gonna raise this one. Play that one. Now I can bring this one in. There. 20. Room 20. Okay. All right. That one on the left is in my way, and so that means I cannot get these top two yet. But now, all I gotta do is raise that one. Whoops. Well, raise it 2, raise it 1, whatever. Now I can get them. See? The remaining 2, they just drop down. All right. So we go back to 18. Okay, let's get our password. Room 21. Okay, we're going to do this, just like that. We're going to break in here at the bottom, like so. And then break in through here. I will speed this video up. I'm going to double speed it. I'll use CapCut to make it play in fast forward. So this room, see, that's 5, 10, 11. 11 boxes. 1,839 boxes altogether. $22. Okay, there's 2 ways to break in, but this is the right way to do it. The other way will give you a dead end. Here, let's do this one. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have to push that down, I guess. Alrighty, now. Usually I do not move other boxes. I just move the one that I'm playing at that time. But occasionally I'll kind of stage them, rotate them, and bring them closer to where they need to be. It sort of breaks up the monotony. Room 23. 23. Okay, this one. Okay, set up. Let's put this one. We're going to have to accommodate one more box also. Okay, now we've got room to put that one. So that's the first trick, because we need this space to come around. Now that box that's hanging on the bottom of the wall right there, this one, it's not bothering anything. It's minding its own business. Just leave it alone until you're ready for it. Okay, here's the trick to this one. We put it there, create a one-way door, and I'm about to show you how that works. It's the only way to solve this level. So we go through it one way to push this one up. Again. And now we're done with this one. And just anytime you're ready for this one, you can take it out, or you can save it for last. All right. So this round has 10 boxes. This one may be the most steps so far, but I really haven't paid attention. We're about 450 right now. I haven't really been watching that. I do know that we have not gotten into the 1,000 steps. 1,400 steps. Those do come later. 24. 24. Yes, so this one, make our way around. Bring that one there. Okay, so that's all you do on the right side. Raise all 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. That one goes to the right. Now, we're done with the left. This one goes up the middle. And guess where this one goes? There. 25. 25. There's a couple of ways to break in. This is the correct way, right there. There are only 6 boxes. $26. Okay, here we go. Setup. There it is. There's the setup. Next box will be this bottom one. Okay, we're going to walk around. We're going to have to walk around this wall a bunch from here on out. Back and forth around that wall. By the way, this is Sakaban. Some Japanese dude invented Sakaban. This is a variation. I have another game called Boxy Boy, and it was more of an arcade. This one doesn't have a timer or anything. Where Boxy Boy kind of puts you on a time limit. Boxy Boy, though, you can rewind that one. So if you make 10 mistakes in a row, you can undo all the way back. Where Shove It only allows you to back up 1 space. Boxy Boy only has 55 rooms. 27. 27, okay. Follow this setup. Okay, that's the setup. Learn all of that, and now you can solve the puzzle. This one may be the largest puzzle so far. I believe it is. Let's see. 12 plus 8. There's 20. Yeah, I believe this is 20. Because I'm looking at 6 times 2 plus 4 plus 4. Okay. There is nothing that I would rather be doing today than playing Shove It. 28. 28. So, this one, set up. Alright, pause the game. Figure it out from here. There are 10, it looks like. 10 boxes. This is 28. I'm about to save. Okay. Now let's see. Nope. Password. 29. Okay, this one. Let's leave the top one alone for now and move all of these to the right. For the first move, we could push it all the way into the left. But the important thing is to get this position right there. That's going to be the hardest position to get to. If we wait until it's too late, we will not be able to get that position. Now, everything needs to go down. No. See, it's tricky. Okay, so down. And we're going to let the top box join the rest of the gang now. So everything goes to the right. There we go. And that's going to be the procedure. $30. Okay, this one, kind of like peeling a potato. In each corner, we're going to have an extra box and only one extra box. Okay, so that's the extra box here. Now push these down, and that's the extra box at the top. Push these up. Careful not to get anything stuck together. Now we've got an extra one for the top, for the left. One is on the outside, like this one. The other one was more on the inside. So here's the extra box. Here's the extra box. This one here has probably the most boxes so far that we've had yet. There you go. Now we're going to go back to 28 and get the password. There's the password. We've got 31. So now we've got the green boxes. First move, right there. And you'll recognize my strategy soon, right there. Okay, so I'm not able to get those right now without pushing something into a corner. So we're going to break in right here. We're going to use this as a one-way door. This is a one-way door. Come down here and get underneath this stuff. Yeah, and now it's out. All right. This one, straight across, drop it down. I'm going to go ahead and set this one up just because I wanted to, right? All right, now these. All right, so this time we're just going to drop that one, come around and get it. So now you see my strategy for loading those in. Okay, I was trying to decide what to do next. So I'm at 750 steps. I haven't really been paying too much attention. This may be the longest one so far in steps, so that's 775. 32. Okay, break in right here, and again, what we want to do is raise this one, raise that one. And that's the trick. Now, the other trick, if you do, let's see here, if you do the bottom first, you will not be able to do the top. If you do the top first, you'll be okay. But do the bottom first, and game over. I'm going to do both together. I'm going to do the top and the bottom, and I should not have any trouble. $33. $33. Let's bust in. Yeah. Okay, the middle row is going to be the hardest, and that spot right there is going to be the hardest. So I focus on that. So we're going to put this one here. Move this box so we can walk around the brick. Let's drop it in. Now that we can walk around that brick, we're going to do this maneuver. Actually, okay, here, let's drop this one down here. You got to think on your toes. So that right there was going to be the hardest position to do. And now the hardest position is going to be this one. Okay? The rest of them should be no problem. Now, over here, put that one there so we don't get stuck. And there we go. There we go. Okay? Middle row is finished. Let's work on the right side. All the remaining boxes, we're going to have to park it here and walk around. This bottom one over here, move it to the right, not the left. Move it to the right. Walk around this one. $34. Okay. So my strategy, I'm going to clear out the left side of this room. And I'm going to make a path from the middle to the left. Come on. All right. One more. But I do not play this remaining one. I just put it close. Okay. Because we need this position to be open. Now, we're going to do the right side. Just like that. Now we drop these straight down the middle. That one goes over there. This one, put that one up. Okay, just like that. Just like that. $35. Okay, not too much strategy. Lift this one all the way. Okay. You know, I could have just pushed it down where it was. See, there's really nothing special going on yet. Pretty much just whatever you want to do. But now we have to think ahead. Plan ahead. Put one there. Put one there. Otherwise, we would not be able to push this one to the right. So that's 16 boxes. Number 36. 36. This one. Okay, we start right to left. We break in right here. Right there. Right there. Okay, so now that we're in, we come around and we're going to get this one. Now this one here, I'm going to move it up one, but I'm going to leave it there. That one's going to be pretty important. So I don't use that one for anything else. Leave it there until I'm ready. Okay, the bottom row is right to left. The second row is left to right. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. But again, the one that was below that, leave it where it is. All right, now. The third row, left to right. But I can't get in there and push it down. So that's what this one's for, right there. Just like that. The top row is going to be right to left. Right to left. $37. Okay. This is some kind of a weird animal. No. Some kind of weird animal. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, so here's the pattern to get started. This box here is in the way. Get it out of there. Just like that. Put this one back. Now, this box is going to clear a path. And that path is going to be important. Here, let's do that maneuver again. Okay, so we've got that path. That means we can play these. Come on. All right. And not a moment too soon on this one, because we need to drop that box straight down to the bottom left dot. And there it is. Nope. Yeah, I could do that if I wanted to, couldn't I? Don't make no difference. So the next trip, don't put it there. Put it here. Because you will lose the game. Because we need this position to put that one there. Okay. $38. Okay, 38. This one, yeah, I like this one. So get this one out of the way. Put that one here. Now we got to get this one out of the way. Right there. This one goes here. And the way we want to break in, that's the way to break in. Now we can go ahead and put this one here. We're going to poke this one out. Move this one aside to drop that one down, and then we can drop this one down. Now we fill in. Well, yeah, come on, cooperate. All right, fill these in. Just like that. This one goes here. These go up. Come on. All right. This one goes to the left. Okay, so that's that. Now we've got this patch of boxes down here. And start with the top one. I didn't have to drop that, did I? Okay. Oh, come on. Gotta save. 39. Nope, we got a password. I don't know why it does that. 39. This one. Okay, yeah. First objective is to break out. Raise this one. Move that over. Raise that one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, this one right there. Now, we're going to have to store 3 boxes. Yeah, we've got to store 3 boxes in that bottom left room. But we have to open this path to be able to drop them. Have to drop it down. Okay, so that was the first one. Put this one down there. Now we have to push it down and drop it. Okay, one more. And we need this room here empty. So we got that. Now, the next thing, we're going to do the room. No, the next thing is we need one right here. We need to block that path. So we're going to put this one. Okay, so that path is blocked. We're going to work on the right side. Do the right side here. No, come back here. Okay, so it looks like I've trapped myself in the room, but I haven't, see? There. Okay, so now we take care of these 3. Okay, so only one box can go in this position. That's got to be the one at the bottom because I can't raise that one. So don't put any other box in the bottom. It has to be that one. Right? We just play these in whatever order. $40. This one. Oh yeah. So the only thing we can do is that. And this one that's against the right wall can never be pushed to the left. So this one here that's against the right wall, he's got to go there. He's the only one. So we're going to push. We're going to do like this. Now, yeah, bring both of these to the right. And looky there. Okay. Let's load. So that was 40. We're a quarter of the way through the entire game. I'm at 1 hour and 18 minutes. 41. Oh, guys, don't forget this one. So, $42. This one. $43. Bottom first. There, that's the bottom. The top. Okay, there. Just like that. So easy. So easy peasy. 44. Let's see here. Raise that one up. Move these to the right, yes. The secret, don't bring this one over all the way. Put it right there. Because this one needs to go all the way. Okay? $45. Kick this one out so that we can get to it. It will give us a one-way door. So this is the one-way door. We can go through it as many times in that direction as we want to, but we can never go through it the other way. All right. $46. This one. Setup. That's the setup. Drop that one twice and then I'm in. That's all there is to it. Except for we've got 10, 12 boxes to solve. 47. Okay. So this is the best way. There's other ways to do this one. I played it several different ways. I think this is the best way. 48. 48. This one, here, just put this one back, like right there. This one goes up, side that one. Yeah, just like that. Let's save it. All right, we got 49 this time. So your instincts are going to be to push stuff up. Like, let's just start pushing stuff up. But the problem is, you'll never get the upper left dot. So what we really want to do, bring that one over and that one up, okay? We've got to be able to push one to the left, up and to the left. Right there. That's what we want. 50. 50. All right, so that's symmetrical. Now that's symmetrical. And then just each of these. 51, San Diego. Okay, the trick is going to be right there. That's the trick. Okay. No. 52. 52 of this one. So let's rearrange the furniture in this lower left room. Rearrange the furniture like that, and then we can do this one. We can do the next one. So it looks like we have nine boxes on this one. I'm going to get one of them out of this top room. We need to open a path right there. Okay. We're going to have to go around again, so on my way, I'm going to drop this one. And then that will let me play 2 boxes at once. Okay, but I'm actually going to need another trip through there. I should have planned ahead and done that one, but yeah, so normally what I would do, oh, no, drop that. Okay, so, yeah. $53. So this one, yes. Okay, to break in, raise that one. Now do not push to the left. Instead, bring that one down. And that is the setup. That's the way to get in. $54. This one. Yeah, so the setup. Setup. There's the setup. 55. 55. One of my least favorite levels. There is absolutely no strategy at all. It's just a boring game of let's move the blocks from one side to the other. And if there was any sort of strategy at all, it would be to move this one out of the way, because that's the position it was in. And that's really all there is. They could have used this round for one of the very first. It looks like 11. It looks like 11 boxes. Oh, come on. 11 boxes. Be cool if we could just move those three and just move them like that. Okay. $58.6. Okay, so columns and rows. Columns and rows. So now I have rows. Anytime you can get the boxes arranged in columns or rows, then that is your best play. $57. Here we go. This one. Okay, so this one. All right. Put this one here. And move that one aside. Move that one aside. Move this one aside. We're going to play this one. Move that one aside. Okay, that was the setup. That was the setup. Let's grab this one. Those three up there, sometimes I wait until the very last to play those. Sometimes I break up the monotony and play them sooner. I think today, maybe I'll just alternate. Yeah. Okay, so I played one of those. Now I play one of these. $58. Okay. Yeah. All right. This one here is kind of in the way. We need to make room for it. What we're going to do, move some stuff around to be able to accommodate that one. All right. Hang on a second. I'm going to push that one down. And then the field will be, well, the path will be open. Yeah, put this one here because I'm going to push it up. Okay, this cluster right here, right above me, right there, I've got to work on that. Do not put one in the corner. Don't put two together against the wall. Look at your options. That's really just only going to leave us with this option right here. Now I have to do this one to push it over. I'm tired already. And only 120 more to go, right? 122 to go? Okay. Good, great. All right, slow down. Let's think. Don't rush. All right. Now. We do need to save because this is 58. I am clumsy, sloppy. Save. I'm done with this and I want to do something else. So yeah, we got a password. That's why it's really hard to go through all 160. I've done it, but I was wore out. All right, this room here. Yeah. Hang on. We're going to have to be able to put 3 extra boxes in this right side. So here's one of them. We're going to have to do some serious rearranging. Okay, so we got a line at the top. Another line beneath that one. Okay. We put a box right there. Now, we bring these 2 down. We raise that one. Next, we're going to put this one all the way right there. Okay. We still have to bring 1 more box in. But if we do it like this, we'll be okay. All right. Let's do the left side. So this one's got 2 left sides. That's the left, that's the left, that's the right, this is the center. So we're going to do the left column. Now, that's the other box that has to go into that room. All the way. Oh, slow down. All right. Bring it over 3. This one goes up. And now we got it. We're out. Okay. I don't think we've played around yet where we had to put a spare out to... No. Okay, stop talking. I don't think we played around yet where we had to put a spare out to the side. But that's what we have to do here. 2 of them. Here, I'm going to get that one out of here before something else happens. Just like that. Okay, which one wants to be next? So the left is done. We've got a left, middle, and right. I'm going to work on the left and the right at the same time. Of course, I could work on just left, middle, right. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the bottom and then work up. All right, and then I'll put one in the middle. Left. Right. Middle. I've already got one for the left for the next one. So my best strategy is to go for the right side. See, because if the left side was done, this wouldn't be possible. So I'm done with that one. 59 may be the most steps so far. We're close to 1,000 already. I don't think we've done 1,000 steps yet. And I stumbled around. I probably got some extra steps. But oh well. So again, let's do the right side, because if there was one here, this wouldn't be possible. Okay, we're done with that one. Now, got one left, and yet we're past 1,000 steps. Okay, 1,089. 60. So this one, the strategy is in how we break in. Let's put that one down. This one, okay? This one, this one, and now we're in. All right, so that's kind of how that one goes. If we fill in the bottom, we don't get the top. We can still get the top, but not from this side. Ooh, no, not that one. Oh, yeah, let's just go ahead and get the top. It is a little bit easier from this side to get the top now. All right. So there's a couple of different ways to get into this upper section. I'm going to do it right here. Okay. Also, I'm going to bump this one over. And the way to bust this up is to go through here, just like that. All right. I just go this way just for fun. Now we got to bust into this stuff up here. So the best way to do that is right there. Okay. Let's bring this one in. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, no, where are you going? See, every time I take my eyes off the ball. All right, right there. So this one, just like that. That one. I think this is one of those that plays a little bit different each time. $61, or do I have to go back to 58? Yeah. All right, 61. Okay, this one, let's see here. Yeah. Let's bring this one right there. Okay. Now look in that playing, no. Look in the playing field. And you'll see that there's some empty space in the right side of it. No, shit. I need to pay attention. Sometimes that joystick just takes off and starts running. What I was going to say was that extra area right there gives us some additional space. Okay, so that was my second mistake. Next, let's do this. But we have to put this one back, or we will be in trouble. Put it back. Put it back where you found it. Okay. Yeah, see, we've got, okay, so here's the extra space. And so we don't have to be too particular. Okay, the way to solve the left side is bring that one down and then move everything up. And that's all there is to it. $62. Okay, this one, let me think. All right, put this one, okay, here's what we do. We're gonna put that one there. Bring this one up, poke that one out. Okay, that's the play. Bring that one down, slide this one aside, and this one gets to go play. There he is. Now we're gonna walk around. One-way door. Now we get this one. Right? This one here. Now we've got a cluster of 5 boxes. We've got to break it out, and there's several ways to do it wrong. But I'm going to say it again. Rows and columns. get everything you can, always break them up into rows or columns. So there, I've got 2 columns. Never put 2 boxes together against a wall. Don't put 4 boxes together. Don't put 3 boxes around a wall or a brick or a corner. Yeah, don't put 3 boxes around a corner. Columns and rows. $63. Okay, this one, put him there. And this one in the corner, right there. Now we're going to play that one. See, if I push this one all the way up, I can still come through and get this one. Now that one that's above me right there, it can go up the bottom like this one, or it can go into the side. So I'm going to put it into the side. See, I could easily move it to the right and up, but I'm going to put it there. All right, 64. This one, we're kind of limited. This is the only move we can make. Push both of those up. We're going to put this one in the upper right. Okay, we need to open some paths. This one's in our way, so we've got to get it. We also need to be able to walk through the playing field right there. Okay, so there we have it. That's what we can do so far. We're going to have to open a path. We're going to get this one. Okay, right there. Now, remember, do not put 2 boxes against a wall stuck together. So that leaves us with this. Okay. Now, I cannot get that one right now. So I have to get this one. And now that path is open. We are going to, let's see what's next. This one is going to be next, but I can't play it yet. I can't get around it. I think sometimes I'll already take care of that before I get to that point. Maybe I just missed it this time. Okay. So, there we have it. Now, I can't play that one yet because I'm not going to be able to push up on this one. Okay, so we're going to have to go around and do this. Okay. But I can get that one now. And we can go get this top one. Oh, no, one more. Right. Move that one up. I'm going to have to split those 2 apart because one of them needs to go around the bottom. One goes around the top. Okay, just like that. $65. This one, okay. This one we have to open a path, but we can do 4 boxes before we worry about that. So let's just do the 4 boxes. Okay. Here we gotta get this one. Okay. Let's get this one out. So this 5th box, the 5th box, I can park it right there. But what's important is to spread those apart so that we have a path. And that one that I just moved, and this one to my right, that one, those are special. You can take them out, but if you do take them out, then the whole game's through. So those have a specific purpose. You're not going to get any other boxes in those positions. So we save those boxes. Okay, so this is the path that we needed. That is why we needed that path. Okay, now we're going to put one more. And actually, if we want to, so this is one of the special ones, and then that's the other special one. Those are the only ones that can do that. Okay, these go straight in. The ones that go straight in, I try to save those. Like those are the last ones I do, or the easy ones. Okay. And 66. Oh, this one's going to be 1,400 steps. So this box here is in our way. The only reason it's there is to give us trouble. here we have to come in here and make some room. Okay, just like that. Move that one across, and then our path will be open. We need a path. Yeah, this one, man, this room, it just takes forever. Okay, it's too much walking, too much bullshit. It's gonna take a few minutes. No, don't do that. Come on. Be careful. Right. We are done pushing these to the right, so that one can go down. It's not in our way anymore. Okay, everything that's in the bottom right room is going to have to go to the turnaround room. So here's the turnaround room. And then we have to go to the pushdown room. And then everything that we do on the right column we have to come around here to push it down. So I'm going to do the right column first, and then the left column will be a little bit easier. Take it to the turnaround room. Okay, there's the right column. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14. There's 14. And we're getting close to 800 steps. I think I said 1,400 steps, but I was wrong. We are at 1,041. Room 67. Like this one. Okay. Move that up. Ooh. Come around here. Bring that one aside. That one aside. Now we are in. Okay, but we're going to have a problem unless we plan ahead. So what we do next, let's bring this one down. That one aside. Now I can push that one up. Move this one here and bring that one. But because I'm able to open this path, I didn't lock it together. So that was the trick there. So now, see, now we can open that there. Now nothing's locked together. Right. So some of these are in my way. The strategy is to move the ones that are in your way, so that you can make the next one easier to walk back and forth. Okay, so now none of that is in my way anymore. And that stuff that's on the right side is not in my way. And so that's why I'm kind of avoiding that stuff. Like, it's not bothering me right now. Okay. I'm just trying to find the easiest routes and the simplest way. one more. 68. All right, this one, we've got a couple of boxes that are somewhat in our way. And my strategy is going to be to get those out as soon as I can, before they get in my way to where they're congested or whatever. Okay, so get that one up here. And this is the one that we need cleared. No, well, that's okay. I didn't mean that, but it's okay. Okay, so since I moved that box, I can do this now. Yeah. And we can get this one out of the way for now. All right, so here we can do whichever one, whatever order we want. Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of strategy to play these next few. There is the bottom left. I've already got one for the bottom right. The next one, oh, come on. So, if you look right here, that's going to be the hardest position. We need to do that position first, because the other one will not be a problem. I think if we did it in the reverse order, that we would be in trouble. Okay, I'm done with this. This is 68. It's an 8, so we have to save it, because it may not give us 69. Right. All right, now let's see if we get a password. All right, 69. This one, the strategy is that there are 3 boxes on the right side of the puzzle. 3 boxes too many on the right. So we have to bring those 3 over here. And this right here is the only place to bring from one side to the other. So there, we just did a little bit of setup. Here's the first one. We're going to move 3 across. The only position to move it across is right there. So I have to get it out of the way for the next one. And we're going to put it right there permanently. And now this one. We move it up temporary. And then the third one is just going to stay in that spot. Okay. And this one, okay, I can't do that yet, but that's where it goes. Okay, just like that. All right. That's where it goes, and these drop straight down. All right. So, we do not bring this one all the way across. We push down on it. Okay. We're going to shift these over so that we can push that one up. Now we're done here, so we can condense this stuff. The right side is finished. Okay. There. We need this path open here, right there. We're going to put that box here. So, okay, so that path allows me to push on this box. And one's going to come in from the side right there. One comes in here. 70. Room 70. There are, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the only 4 boxes that can go down. You can take those boxes out of that room, but you can't put them back in that room. So, anyway, we're gonna pay special attention to those. Okay, here we go. There. Now, what was it I did the last time that messed me up? Okay. I think that's good because we've got a loading zone at the top, a zone at the bottom, and a loading zone on the right side. So I'm going to come up here and start pushing these down. And again, these are the only ones that can do that. And if you take them out of that room, then you can't get any more boxes. I don't know. Okay, so I am going to take this one out because I don't need it. I need the path open is what I need. All right. And then I can easily get that top box, that top position filled. Okay. 71. We've got 110 more to go, and I'm at 2.5 hours. So this one, put him there permanent. Let's walk around this one. Okay, that one's permanent. Let's do this one. Nothing really too tricky about this level. Breakout right there, and let's get this one. I forgot to push that one up. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention, was I? There we go. Come on. 72. All right, this one. Yeah, let's start here. This one plays a little bit different each time. Okay. Right side finished. Now, this one's going to be in my way. Let's put it there. Okay. This box, I'm not going to do much with it yet. I'm going to kind of leave it loose. Let's see here. Okay, there. That's what we want. Oh, actually, okay, so this one I'm going to bring it down and over, just like so. Okay. This will be the top. Okay, there we go. So, okay, we're going to need this path open right there. So, we've got the right side and the top finished. Let's put one here. Okay. Right there. Now, okay, and we have to come around and lift this one. Next. Right. Take care of that. Let's drop this one. Oh, no. Just kept going. Okay, good. I'm glad I got it. I caught it. All right. There. Let's get this one. Okay. Bring it over here so that we can lift. And that one's done. Yeah. And then both of these straight down. 73. 73. This one, kind of one of my least favorites. It's not really fun. Everything's in your way. You have to walk around all of them. And, all right, well, let's just get through it. Okay. No, I can't go down with that one. Okay. This one right here is the one that's been in my way this whole time. Because now that it's gone, see, I can come around here like this. Okay. Now I can push them down. Okay, when I bring a box in at this level, see, I have to walk through the playing field to lift it up. And that's okay right now, but when it comes to the last box, see, I won't be able to walk through here anymore. Not a problem if I lift it right here. If I come through at this level, now I do not have to walk through to lift it. Let's see, when I come through here, I have to go through and lift it. Problem is, that's the last time I can walk through. Well, no, I can still do it on this one, but I couldn't do it again after that. So anyway, bring your last box up to this level. That's all. 74 is coming up. 74. All right, this room. Yeah, so let's... This is what I would say would be the hardest one. So I get that one first. And then this one. And then the hardest ones are going to be around the right side or the back of that one. Okay, and let's go around and get... Let's open this up. Right there. Okay, now the hardest ones are going to be the bottom row. Okay. Yeah. If you notice, everything else comes in through the top. I'm no longer able to get boxes into this zone. So everything feeds through the top, which after we do this one, they're all going to go straight down anyway. So this puzzle is solved. $75 coming up. Oh, come on, why did you do that? 75. Right, this one. The object to this is to open a path without locking anything in. So there we go. Don't get nothing locked in and stuck yet. I'm going to put them like that. Actually, there. So we need to bring a third one, I believe. Okay, and don't lock it in. Okay, so this one. Now that's the path we need. And all we have to do is just push it up for now. So let's lock these. The next path we need is through here. And 3 of these boxes are special for those. 3 of those are special. So we need to open that path. And I'm going to start off by getting this one out of the way. And then what we do, we bring that up 1, but only 1. If you bring that up 2, game over, because these 3 are special. And they're the only ones that we can use for those 3 positions. So if you take one of those 3 out of placement, then it's game over. And see, I've got this path now. That's what I needed. Where are you going? Okay. No, don't go all the way. Go right there. Okay. Okay, here is where we needed the path. All right, we're going to put 1 more in the bottom. And then we are done with the left side. So these are the 3 that go there. Because the remaining 2 boxes, they drop straight down. $76. All right, 76. This one's got a few tricks. And I just made a mistake, and I'm going to have to try to put an edit in there. So, first things first. Let's do that maneuver to bring the first box in. This box here has to be lowered, just like that, and we need a lot of room to do that. So this is the best time. Okay, we're going to bring in another one and leave it right there for now. What we need is a path right there. Okay, now we've got that path open. So we raise both of these, but we don't lock them together. We keep them separated. This will allow me to play these bottom ones. Okay, we are going to need a couple more paths open. We need that one, and we need either this one or that path. Okay. So, let's drop this one. And let's drop that one. Now we can drop these, but it's still separated. Next step, right there, and push it down 1 position. Okay, up here we have, okay, let's close off this bottom one. Okay, so that leaves us with 4 boxes. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's where they go. All of them are going to enter in to this position except for the one that we lowered. The first one needs to be raised. So let's raise that. Okay, just like that. And then these, see, that's where they go. All right, and I messed up because I couldn't remember whether to push one up or push one down. So this is the correct order to do that. And if you try it a different way, it's not going to work. Unless, maybe there's a way that I don't know. But every time I try it a different way, it's no bueno. So I will have to edit this one. Okay, finally. Now 77, and I'm at this for 3 hours so far. 77, okay, right there. And let's put this one here. There might be another way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. These two go up the middle. That left the right side open. 78. And 78, this one, okay. So let's start off on the left. Let's do this one next. Okay. Open a path on the right side, like this. There, just like that. Okay, that's it. The puzzle is solved. And let's save it. 78, let's save. Now, hopefully we will get 79. There we go, 79. All right, 79. Let's see here. And this is what I would recommend for the first move. And this one can go there. And yes, I did screw this up. Okay, now, so I have to make another edit. Break through here, right there, and right there, okay? This round, you're gonna need some at the top. Towards the end, you need some at the top. There is no way to get any boxes around this way. If you bring them up to the top, it's gotta come through the field right there. So that's part of the strategy. What I did a minute ago was I put one here, and then I wasn't able to put one here. So it needs to go here first, and then that corner. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna work on the bottom. Okay, so let's put that one, yeah, put that one right there. We have to get that bottom left. Yeah, we've got to get the bottom left corner. Okay, I made it. Okay. Every time I play this game, I wind up screwing something up. Even though I practiced and I know the game, but see, I don't necessarily memorize every step. I just kind of play it with logic and reason, and I just sort of like figure out, okay, what should I do next? There's 1,839 boxes, and it would just be too much to memorize every single step. Okay, so now we're going to get that upper left corner. That's what we need now. All right, the two at the upper right, here is one of them, and okay, now we're going to push this one down. There. Okay, so we will need another box at the top, but not necessarily. I'm going to just push one. Here, I've got a plan. Okay, I'm going to push my next one up from the bottom into that second position, and then that should work just fine. No, that won't work because I have to push, because then I wouldn't be able to get the bottom position. So look, all we're going to do is this right here. We're going to do that. Yeah. Okay, because this one has to push down. Now, the remaining two, they are going to push in. And shouldn't have any more problems. Shouldn't be any more trouble. One more room, and then we're halfway through the game. And I'm done. Like, I don't want to play another 80 rounds right now. Okay. And I will do the rest of the marathon another day, because I can't seem to make it through without making mistakes. I wanted the video to be authentic and no edits. But I've messed up, what was it, 76? I've messed up 79. Okay, so here's 80. 80, okay, so this one, we've got two offset positions at the right, and we don't need to be too careful about how we put those in. We do want to be careful about getting stuck, getting blocked in. So let's see here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this one, and then over like that. Okay. Now, this position is going to be the hardest one to get into. We've got some congestion in the way, so let's work on that. Okay. Now, let's bring this one over so that we can push down. And both of these go straight to the right. Okay. This one can be the bottom of that column. Now, what we need to look at here, we've got a column of 4 and we've got 4 boxes. There is no way to bring a box over here to this side. So if we have too many boxes, like if we had 5 boxes there, we're going to have a problem. So this would be the time to sort that out because we can bring them across here. The other thing that we want to look at right now is to make sure we're not going to get stuck in this, because we're about to do that right side, and this is the time to plan that out to make sure we don't get stuck. And I think we're okay. Okay, so we did it. The ones on the left side, they're going to fall right in. Okay. And that's room 80. And I'm at 3 hours and 15 minutes. Room 81, and the game continues. The box at the top right needs to go to the top left. We're going to drop this one, move that one over, down, over, over, up, over, over, down, down, over, and up. So this is the second half of the marathon. Okay, we are going to start. Push this one down. Start on the right side. Now look on the left side. There are only 2 boxes. 2 boxes on the left. So we're going to leave 2 blanks for them, and plus I need a path to come through here this time because of this one. Okay, now whether we go here or all the way over, there are still 3 more boxes on the right, and I've only got 2 dots left. So let's bring it all the way over. So now I can put 3 more boxes there. So I've done a marathon straight through. I've done it 3 times now. About 7.5 to 8 hours. And it's just so exhausting that I made mistakes. I didn't want to post those videos. So I've split the marathon into half. And let's see if we can finish this with few mistakes as possible. Now I'm going to raise both of these and put this one in that room right there. Come around it. Come around this one. One-way doors. Let's go ahead and play this one. Now let's take this one in. Okay. Let's play it this way. Oh, come on now. Okay. Obviously, there's 2 ways to move this to the right. You can push it in and walk around it. Or you can do that. So 83. Okay, room 83. This one. All right, let's start with this. Move that one. And let's move him down. Okay. Oh. 84. This one, let's go up, over, down and over. Okay, just like that. Knock that one out of the way. And top one. 85. Boxy boy. Always start off with that one and push this one down. 86. Okay, this one. It's also Boxy Boy. So we condense the bottom ones together to create that path. On the top, there is only one position that we can push up and push down. It's right here. We need to move this one out to the side, though, because we're going to have to use that same area to push this one down. Okay, now these can just come across. The middle one, push it up. This way we don't get stuck in there. 87. This one is kind of about rotation. We're going to like rotate stuff around. There we go. Close off the bottom path, but we're going to leave ourselves a path through the center. Right there. So then we rotate this stuff around. Let's see here. I don't think that's the way that I normally play it, so I think I missed something. 88. Trick to this one, raise 2 of them up on that side. All right, and then kind of go around this one. I'm going to save it. Let's see if it will let me have not 89. 89. Okay, good. Yeah, so this one's a little bit difficult. Break in, the breakthrough move, right there. Go up. That's it. Then we come through this way. This one is going to be 1,000 steps or more. And we have to be very careful what the order is that we position these. Okay, and next one. Corners are pretty safe, so I'm going to put that one there. We need 2 spares that are out of the way, and we need them at the top. So I'm going to work on that now. Okay, so we have to break up this cluster here. Now, we can go through right there. In columns and rows, if you've ever got a cluster, if you're able to break them up into columns and rows, then that would be the correct play. So this is going to be my second spare, and I really don't have to move it over just yet. So we're going to need... Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. Even though it blocks off my path, I probably could have done it a little bit later. Yeah, I see one that I could have played before doing that. But you're going to have to put one right there, or you're not going to be able to finish this game. Okay, yeah, see, I could have put that one, I could have played that one before doing that spare. Okay, now... I think the next one I play is going to be this one. Okay. Right there. Okay. The next one I do is going to be right here. All right. The remainders, they go straight in, either through the top or through the side. This will be the last time to walk through. So I'm going to go ahead and close this off. This box has to be pushed to the left. We've got to go all the way around. Now down. Right. 90. 90. This one. Okay, let's see here. We got to rearrange the furniture. Okay, right there. Now, let's do a few rotations. Put that one here. Okay, so you come in here, raise this one up, and you're like, well, that was easy. But you can't bring another one in because this box is in the way. So those rotations we did allowed us to put that there. That was the one that was in our way. Okay. Now everything just kind of rotates. could move each one of them during each rotation, or you could rotate all of them as you play each box. But I don't see the point in that, and it would be extra steps. So I think it's best to just play it one by one. So that's stage 9. Room 91. The trick to this, let's move that one aside so we can put that one there. Now they're not stuck together and they don't have to be lifted up. That allows me to put this one right there. Okay? And then, here, see I built a staircase? This playing field has plenty of extra room around it to maneuver your boxes. So don't worry too much about how to plan that out. '92. Just like that. Bring the bottom one up, just like that, and tuck this one in. Top two go to the left. We close that path up, and we open this path right underneath that one. Come around, lift the middle. Play the left side, then bring both these up the middle. Whoops, 93. 93, this one. So we build a daisy. There's the daisy, just like on the Rubik's Cube. Come up the right side, all the way up, over, up two, over, now I'm in. All right, so this is kind of one playing field, but it's sort of two puzzles. We got all the stuff at the right, all the stuff in the middle. Okay. Can't remember exactly what it was. If you complete the bottom first, you'll get stuck. Or if you complete the top first, you'll get stuck. I can't remember exactly what that was. My strategy is just going to fill them in from the left side and work my way to the right. Rather than doing the top first or the bottom first, I'll do the left side first. Okay, the problem with these is going to be this brick right there. Okay, everything has to come up from this direction, and that box is in my way. I need to move that box to the right, but in order to keep this from getting stuck, I need to do all of that. Now I can move this to the right, because I need a place to push up right there. We have to use this room to be able to push to the right, and then now I can use that position to lift up. Now I'll just get this one out. go. So this one in here is out of the way. He's minding his own business. He's not bothering anybody. You can leave him in there until the very end, or you can pull it out at any time. $94. Okay, this one we need to make. This is the 31. And I did that backwards, didn't I? Okay, this way, the bottom. Okay. So that is the number 3. Move the bottom one. Now we're going to make something that resembles a number 1. So if this were shorter, that would be a number 1. And again, move the bottom one. Bring that one up. Now we are in. The first thing we need to do is fill these 2 positions. Okay. But the trick, this box will be in our way. And if you don't do it like this, you won't be able to do it. And I'm not going to spend the time to explain why. But that box being in your way would prevent you from finishing the game, okay? So let's take this 1 apart. Yeah, see, it looks more like a 1 now. The number 1. Yep, so that's 31. Let's take this off of it. Now it's an inverted T. Oh, by the way, rows and columns. So when we created that number 3, what we did was create some rows. And that's probably the biggest secret to Sakabane, is to create rows and columns wherever you have clusters. $95. Okay, this one, the trick's going to be in the setup. Okay, so just memorize this. Just like that. And the trick is you have to leave that room empty-handed. You cannot take anything out of the room because everything has to come to this room to turn around. If you push a box out of that room, there is nowhere to get rid of it. You cannot get it to go the direction that you want. So you have to bring it all the way to this room. 96. Okay, setup. There we go. Just like that. We've got some congestion here, so we need to move 2 of these boxes over to this room temporarily. This box here at the right, do not move it. That box has a special purpose. If you move it out, you'll never be able to get that one back in. Okay, so this position at the top is out of the way, so we play it first. Next, we've got 4 boxes in here. We need to be able to get 2 of them out, put them aside, and we're going to store those around this box, around that brick. Okay, so there is 2 out of the way. We play both of these together. This one's going to be permanent, and this top one's going to move to the left. Just like that. And now we can bring these in. And notice that I need this position to push to the left. So that box on the right side, this box I'm going around, goes in this position. But we need that space still to push to the left. So now we're going to get these. This is the last time that I push to the left. So now I can play that one. But like I say, if you move that one out, you would not be able to get it back there. Okay, so left side is complete. We play this side now. And again, we need this position to push to the left. So we reserve that for later. We're going to play from this position here for the next few. So you have to put it back into this position. Now it goes down. And this is the last time to push to the left. So these, they go straight down. 97 next. Okay. Left, right. Let's see. Not down. So this has to go left. This one down and that one up. Okay, that's it. That gave me a path to get out of here. Before I play anything in there, in the middle, this one is in my way. Get that one out of there first thing you do. For the first 3 rows, I play the left and the right side together. Next 2 boxes have to go down so that we can come get them, put those in the left column. $98. But they're temporary. And okay, now I can lift it and put it where I want. Okay. We need a path through that left side. Now notice we need this position to push these left. So don't fill in that spot just yet. Okay, now. Come on. Let's go with this position. Okay, now I have that path opened up. Sometimes you kind of get in a jam right here. we need a spare up here out of the way. I think we can leave it here, or we can push it up one more. But anyway, we're going to need that. Okay, let's try this one. All right, now I got to walk around. Okay. Okay, we're going to play that position now. Now, aside. Okay, so here, let me think. Yeah. So 2 of them come in the top. The rest of them come in through that side or through the bottom. Now this bottom one right here, that one is special. So don't move him out. We've got special use for that one. And you notice I moved that other one that we were saving. So we saved this one for there. It's the only one that can be pushed down from that position. 98. So we're going to save this. Let's see if we get 99 or not. Yeah, we got 99. There are several tricks here. I'm going to start on the bottom. This level is a little bit of a challenge. Let's go around. So, to start this thing off, shoot, I don't remember. I think I was right the first time. Let's go up here. There we go. Okay. We're on the right track. Now, I have to go around again. Finally, there's the first box at the top. Okay, let's go around and push it up. Okay, for the bottom there. Okay, actually that one can stay here because what I need to do, I need to move the other ones to the left. Okay, there, let's play one from this side. There we go, and let's play this one now. Alright. So we need to put 4 at the bottom, 3 at the top, and then we'll be done. No more need to walk through the playing field. We no longer need a path. Okay, this one. $100. All right. Okay, this top one here is an extra. So we've got 4 extra positions to fill. The left side is really where our challenge is. So we're going to plan for that. Okay, I'm just making sure I've got some paths open right there. Now, let's take this one out. Okay, so now we've got the empty spots on the right. We need to prepare the left side. I'm going to put one right there. I'm not going to push it all the way down. I'm going to leave it on top of where that other one was. This one needs to bring down like so. this one. This one here will be my top. Okay, that's my top. Okay. Of course, these go straight up the center. So puzzle is solved. "101. Westwood. All right, break through. Move this one so that we don't close that path. Get your easy ones first. There's 3 of them that are already there for you. All right. Now, this is the part. Okay. I need to open this pathway right here. Okay. And after I play this box, I'm going to bring 2 in from the right. Okay. So what, I've got 59 more rooms. "102. Okay. We need to create a path. Let's bring those over, but keep them separated so they're not stuck. So there's part of the path. Now we have that. If we collapse these together, but don't get this one stuck, just like that. Now we can move that box, and we can open this path. So just one more move, and that path will be clear. Okay. So play these up and to the left. Bring that one over. And see, we collapse those. Now, because I've got my path open, I can walk around here and bring that one aside. Let's continue that again. And there we go. I'm going to need one of these for later to go in this position. We're going to put it right there. And just like that. Now, I'm going to play that last one at the top. Then all of these go in the bottom, straight in. right, double doors. Bring both of these down so that we can get across the top, so that they didn't get stuck together, see? And yeah, so now we can walk across the top. Raise both of those up. Okay, and every time I go in here, I'm gonna bring another one in. Let's play it this way. Then that one at the top, push it over to the left. There we go. Now, actually, I don't need to do that because I'm just gonna bring this one in and raise that to the top. There we go. Just like that. 104. This one. Yeah, first move. Get that guy out of the way. Now we put it back where it was. $105. 105. Not as difficult as it seems. Push this one up to break through. Now, the trick is we need to compress this or condense it as much as possible. This is a one-way door. See, I can't leave. But we need to do something about that because I will need to go backwards through that door on my next move. I'm going to get stuck if I can't go backwards through there. So that's how we do that. The one-way door is gone. Now I can walk backwards because this one needs to go there. And this one, okay? So yeah, that's all there was to it. So you know how much I like columns and rows? There. So we do that. Now we have rows. Okay? And if you have columns and rows, you'll never get stuck. There you go. 106. This one, okay. Yes. I'm gonna play it two different ways. Let's lift that so that we can get this one out of here. We're gonna bring everything to the left side to make room. It's kind of like a staging area, holding room, place to organize. All right, hang on just a second. All right. So, next one, I'm going to push it up out of the way. See, the hard part is going to be this position because of this brick. So we plan for that. And I'm going to put this one here. It has to go up that high. This one, yeah, this one we can push this one all the way down. And see, this is why we needed that one pushed up. Okay, so that's the hard position. So we've done that. Now, there you go. We've got a starting plan. First move, bring this one two to the left. If you move the bottom one out, you'd be stuck. So you move the top one two to the left. And let's bring this one down. Now let's put this top one back here, right above the brick. That top one is going to be the one in our way. So let's take this one out. And let's bring that one down. Now what we can do is bring this one down. Now when we put the top one on top of this one, see, we're free and clear. There will be no more problems. And I watched a video and I learned another way to play this one. And see, I'm at 400 and will be 89, 489 steps, 489 steps. So this other way to play it, we raise the left and that one. Bring this one here. Now we're going to move them all to the right. And shoot, do we move these both to the right? I don't remember. Okay, so yeah, let's just go ahead. I think I could have left one. I really don't remember. Yeah, so what's important here? Okay, we got to put one at the top. Yeah, that's it. Put one at the top. Now, instead of working from the bottom up, we're going to work from the top down. We're not even going to come in this room at all. This one here is at the bottom. It's in that special position that I was talking about. I'm just going to leave it where it is. Let's just leave it there. So we had 489 steps. There we go. And we have 233. Room 107. Right. This is a baby. This is for babies. Nursery, toddlers, preschoolers. Eight. All right. there's a few tricks to this. I like this round. For the most part, the strategy for the first 6 boxes, just get the first 6 boxes up there. Not too much to worry about at this point. Okay. This one is special. Leave it there. Do not move that one. So going forward, the trick is that everything's going to have to be pushed down here. Everything's got to be pushed down one from that position. We're too congested over here right now to do it straight away. So we're going to move some stuff around, rearrange some furniture. We are also going to need 2 extra boxes on the bottom and 2 on the top. We're going to have to be able to move these around. Okay, so here's this one. We're going to use that box as one and this box as one. But right now what we want to do is bring boxes here and push them down. We're too congested right here. We can't do it just yet. So what we'll do, let's drop that one and bring this across. Put another one right there. One right here. One right there. Now we can do what we need to do, which is to bring them down. Okay. We need one on the bottom. And this will be the second one. Now we've got 2 at the top. They need to be able to float. I mean, don't lock them into place. They need to float. So we're going to fill in this position. But remember, we have to push a box down first. Push the box down. So we need to reorganize those. Okay. Now, we need to do the 2 on the left that were above that corner one. We need to do those. We need to do them one at a time. And we need this path open so that we can get through to push it down. There. So reorganize these so that we can get the last one that's on the left, just like that. Okay. Now, let's play this one. You got to come through and push it down. Okay, now we can play one more. Let's push this one down and bring it in. Anything else that we do will close off our path through the center, but we need that path to push these down. So the way to make that happen, we're going to push them down now. And you can bring them all the way in, doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is you pushed it down. So, at this point, this is our last time to walk through, because see, I'm going to push this one down now. And this is the one we were saving. And let's save this, because this is room 108. Let's see if it'll let us have 109. Nope, it gave us a password, Wilshire. Okay. 109, there it is. Boxing Boy. Listen, this one is really simple. $110. $110. Okay. Break in. So the break in, we're going to push this one to the right. Here, I'm going to bring this one down, because I either have to do it now or on the next step. This one down. So I've just blocked off my path through the bottom. But what I'll do, I'll bring this one and this one over. That allows me back in here for that. Okay. Now, bring that one over. What we do next, we're going to allow a path through the top. Okay, because I'm going to close the bottom path off. Now the bottom path is closed, but now I can start pushing these out. Okay, there's the first few boxes. Now we've got a path around here, back down to the bottom. Okay, so we need to get that password. Wilshire. All right, this one. Start here and push that one down. Start here and push that one down. This one goes up. This one and this one. Now we push both of them down. Slide this one across. So that's the breakthrough. Now we've got all this mess here. We need to condense it to the right. We need to do it very carefully. So this is the way that we started off. We start off that way. Now I'm gonna work the bottom. Okay. I need to pay particular close attention to that right side. Okay, let's play it like this. Now, okay. Here, let's push this one. When we get done, we're going to need 4 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need that much room cleared. I'm a little bit concerned about this one here, and I wanted to make sure I had a place to put those. Okay. Okay, and so I got what I wanted. I got 4 positions horizontally. Now I need to get this one out of there because we're going to block that path. Okay, so now I've got that one out. I can block the path now. Just like that. One 112. Okay, this one. 3 down, 3 to the right. So we start at the top, we push 3 down. 1, 2, 3. And from right there, we go to the right. 1, 2, 3. And then we just kind of like peel this apart like an onion. Don't get it too congested to where, see, I'm having trouble right there. Yeah, don't get it too congested to where you can't maneuver. The other tip to this one, we've already got 4 along the very top. We've already got 4 along the very bottom. If you were to push an extra box to the top, you can't get it off the top. You can't get it away from the wall, so you'd be stuck because, you know, so don't push any to the top, don't push any to the bottom. Also, the next row, the row nearest the top and the row nearest the bottom, I kind of treat those the same way because there's just no reason not to. So, yeah, this is going to get more congested down here faster, so I'm going to work on this. See, I can't really push those to the right anyway. I'll just push them up. And there is nothing wrong with creating a wall, a temporary, like a blockade or something. Here, let's take this one. Yeah, and then wherever possible, of course, the easiest thing to do is just slide them straight across to the right. It peels apart like an onion. And if you've ever played solitaire with a real deck of cards, sometimes when everything fits together perfectly, yeah, it just falls into place, just like this. $113. All right, this one. These 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave those alone, except we got to break in. Okay, but we're not going to play those 4. Okay, so it's going to take some maneuvering to do that first move. So I just did part 1 of it. Part 2. Part 3. Part 4. Now we can play that one. I'm going to do the 6 at the top without trying to plan too hard or anything. There is going to be some planning. But the top 6, we can pretty much do those without thinking about them. So all these that come in from the left side, we have to push them up right here. Those 4 in the middle there at the top, we don't have to push those up. That's why we're going to save them for later. It's going to make things a whole lot easier if we play those last. So yeah, we have to push these up. And those 4 that are right above me, they are already at the right elevation. Now, for the next few moves, it's going to be very important that we leave these 2 spaces open. So what we're going to do, we're going to play this right side column. And see, I've got room now to maneuver this one into that place. Okay. Okay. Now here's where these 2 positions are needed so that I can push down. And this is the last one that needs to be lifted up. I'm going to slide it straight in. Now what we do is we move this one out of the way, and it's not going to bother us. Okay. And because that one's in there, it would give us a hard time pushing those other ones up. You could do it, but you have to move this one back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Okay. But because these are already at the right height, easy peasy. So, there, puzzle solved. The remaining 2, they go straight in. $114. Okay. We're going to put that one there to break in. Slide him over. Okay. This one that's right above me is going to go straight up. And that one can go into its spot. There's an empty spare space right there. Then bring the next over to the left. Okay. That's all there is to that. Now we're going to move that one down. This one goes down. There we go. No. You're supposed to walk around. So here we go. Now this one. There's one position that only one box can do. So that box is special. And we can't play that box just yet. And that box is going to be this one, and it goes right there. But we need that position open still, because we have to come right here, see, and push that one. Okay. The others go straight up, so there's no more pushing anything sideways. So what we can do is we can play that now. And that box, again, that box is special. So don't use that box anywhere else. $115. All right, this one's going to be over 1,000 steps before we even get started. Okay, bring this one up too. This is the setup. Bring that one over here. Next is this one up and over, down 2. Okay, we just come around that box and bring this one over 1, bring that one up. That is the setup. So we're going to have to bring as many of these to the left side, stage them, and then bring them over to the right. Okay, the problem is going to be these 2. They are, the positions they're in, we cannot fill up that left room. We can't get all the boxes over there just yet. So what we do, we bring as many boxes to the left side as we can. Then we move those out of the way so that we can condense this field. Then we bring those back in. So I will demonstrate. And be careful where you put them so that they don't get stuck together. What we're trying to do here, really what we're trying to do is to make room to bring 2 boxes over to the right side. Okay, and let's not forget about this one. Okay, we're gonna bring one more. Okay, so this room is full. I'm going to take one of these out. Let's put it right there. And then this one. Okay, let's condense these and rotate. Okay, and so this is how we do it. That is how we arrange those. Now we've got enough room on the left side to bring everything, except for one. Straight up. And you can bring this one to the right one box, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter in any way. Okay, let's get this one. Okay, there's room for one more. All right, that room is full. The last box, we don't have to bring it all the way into the room. We can just bring it to the left and turn it around. Okay, so we are at 1,007 steps, and we haven't played a single box yet. Okay, the first one to play is going to be this one, because it would have been in our way. Second box, well, the third box. Okay, now those two on the left that are stacked, if I was to play one of those, I'd be trapped. So I'm going to play this one. Now I can play this, or I can play the one in the upper right. Let's push this one down. (1,502 steps. Room 116. All right. Okay, so start off right there. And right here. Push this one up. There. Just like that. Now, let's come up through here. Okay, and let's close this off. Don't push it all the way in. Just right there, that's good enough. Okay. Next step, start pushing these down. See, we've got this one-way door. 117. Okay, this one, yeah, we start off down here. Now that one's got to come across. These go to the bottom row. Okay, just like that. Now, (118). All right, yeah, this is the zigzag room. So let's bring this one over one and up. Okay, let's bring this one up. This one right there. Push that one up. That will allow us. No, I didn't mean to do it. So that'll allow us to store one right there. I'm gonna just put it here for now. And yes, I did need to do that. Okay, here we go. And so now I've got this condensed enough that I can start playing. Okay, so this is going to have to zigzag all the way up there. And thankfully, as we get closer and closer toward the end, we don't have to zigzag as much. That's a lot of zigzag. All right, let's keep going. All right. There's nothing special about this one. You can play that one anytime. And there's nothing special about these two. Here we go. Okay, I'm not sure if we will get 119, so I'm going to save. Okay, 119. The first thing to do, push this one down and come back in here to the left, tuck this one in, come around this box, move that over, push them both down. Okay, we push that down and like this, come around, push this one all the way across. Okay, now that we're done with these two, let's put them into place. All right. Room 120. 120. This one, okay, to bust in, right here. This one, that one across, come up one, and there you go. That's the move to get in. All right. Go. Okay, so that's a good play for the first few moves. Here, let's play that one. So we do need to start thinking ahead some. And put one here. Need one there. And here, let's open this path. We need one here. Okay. So we've got loading zone on the left, the bottom, the right, and the top. So everything should fall into place. There we go. So we've only got 40 more rooms. 40 more rooms. Okay. And hang on a second. I'm gonna push. Okay. All right. 121. 121. To break in, let's go through here and put this one back. This one goes down. Okay. This one's going to be in our way. So you kind of have to do that maneuver. Okay, it goes there. So let's reset this. This one goes to the top middle. There we go. Reset. Okay, we can't walk through anymore. So we're gonna have to do something with these three. I can't bring that one down just yet. Okay. Now. Okay. So now that one's no longer a threat. There we go. $122. 122. Okay, this one. A little bit of setups involved. We need to create a path. Those are the first few moves. So what we do next, bring this one down too. Now we can come in. Move that one. So now we've got a path. Because we're going to have to close off that path. So now we can go around through the top. The thing is, we have to come in here empty-handed. We have to come in here empty-handed. We've already got 5 boxes in here in our way that we're going to have to deal with. My first step is going to be to kind of clear up some of that clutter. And this one, you do have enough room up here to turn that box around if needed, if need be. But shouldn't be a problem. Now, so the hardest spots to get to is going to be this one, this one, and that one. And if you wait till it's too late, then it's going to be too late. Now, if you notice, we've got a path through the left, like here, and the one above it, but not at the top. So I'm going to do the top first. Or next. I'm going to do the top next. Okay, now we come over here and get one of these. Top row is done. Okay, let's see here. Let's come through. Let's open that path back up. Yeah. Okay, the hardest ones to get, the third hardest ones to get, are going to be the ones at the end of the bricks. The brick ends. And those will be impossible to get if you wait until it's too late. So, puzzle is solved now. Everything else goes right into place. $123. All right. No big deal. I'm bound to mess up something somewhere. All right. Like that. That's how you do it. Oh well. 124. 124. Okay, so this one. All right, come through here. First play. Get this one out of the way. The second play to rearrange these two. Just like that. This is the loading zone, and we're going to push this first one down so that we can get around. Down and around. The next one goes up, but not all the way up. Just like that. This one also goes up, This one's going to go straight in. The puzzle's really solved at this point. This one goes to the top. $125. $125. Okay, this one, there's no strategy at all. I kind of hate this one. Okay. The only trick that there is to put this one aside. Save it for last. $126. Okay, yeah, so here's the move. Bring this one to the bottom of that one. Bring this one over to here. Straight up. Now come around. We move this middle one to the top of that. Come down, move this one across. Okay. You just have to memorize that. 2 playing fields. The one on the right here, we have to play this one first before we start the other part of the puzzle. Part of the trick is knowing which boxes to play on the right side. There's boxes in this area that are meant to be for the left part of the puzzle. And some of those boxes, you are able to bring those out of that zone, but you can never put them back in that zone. So the trick, if you pull one of those boxes out, you can't put it back. You're not going to win. Okay, so one of those boxes is going to be this top one over here. This top one. Now the one beneath that, the one below me right now, that one, you could lift it up, but you'll never get it back in there. So do not lift that one. The next 2 that we're going to play is going to be this one and this one. It has to be those. Okay? And any of these boxes, you can take them out, but you can't put them back. Okay, so here we go. In general, I like to start with corners. Now this one does need to be pushed down. Okay. Let's go with that position. There we go. $127 now. 127. Okay, this one, yeah, let's just memorize the setup. We need to be able to accommodate that box. So bring this up, spread these apart. Push this one down, but not all the way. Bring the top one across, raise both to the right side, and then bring this one over underneath that one. Now we can push this one down. Now we bring that one to the left, we bring both these down, and finally, we bring that to the right. To the left, we bring that one to the left. Why did I say that? So now we have room to accommodate that box. We did all of that just to make space for him. So that basically solves the puzzle. It's a lot of steps to set that up. Let's get this one out of there. 128. Like this one. Push him down out of the way. This one we're going to need spares in empty places. I like to put him there. Now let's go ahead and play the upper two positions. Next strategy is to place two spares out of the way. Save them for later. One goes there. One goes there. Okay, now we get these upper positions. One more. Now we can place all of these. The remaining two go straight in, and yeah, puzzle solved. This is 128, so I need to save. Okay, let's see if it will let us have 129. Nope, it gave us a password. Figueroa. How do you say that? Okay, load. 129. Okay. Play that one first. This one second. Okay. That's first move, or not the first move, but okay. I'm gonna play that here. I'm gonna put. Let's put this one in. Okay, just like that. Okay, let's open this path. Open that path. Bring this one here. So this one will be the lower left. Lower left. $130. Okay, this one. So we go left, down, left. We solve the right side, the upper right side up there. We've got all these boxes down here that are blocking our left side playing field. So what we want to do is clean that up. Okay. Let's come in here. We can go ahead and place that one out of the way right there. Okay, it's absolutely crucial that we break into here properly. We're going to break in like that so that we can bust all of that apart. Okay, now let's reload. Let's get our password. All right, that should take us to 131. So we have 30 more rooms. This one is pretty simple. Bring him down and over. Let's put that one in that spot. Now these, let's open that pathway. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in that lower left. And this one goes above it. Just like that. $132. I like this one. This was a little bit of a challenge. I like 132. So start off with this. And I've forgotten. I think this one goes to the bottom. Okay, I just had a memory lapse. So yes. Okay. We have got to clear out this path through the bottom, but we've got one too many boxes in here. We don't have a good place to put that, but we put it there for now. Now here's the way to arrange. Bring that one up, over and up. Okay, and then this one up. So as you can see, we can easily break that into columns. Everything needs to be in columns and rows. Now that we have, now we've got that, see. So what happens next? Okay, here's what we do. I had to think. Now we've got somewhere to put this guy. There we go. Play this one first. There it is. And without getting stuck, let's, okay. There, how about that? Not all the way, right there. $133. Okay, this one. So the way to break in, up, 2, 1, 2, over, come under that one. Oh, okay, that's the first trick. Now, there's a lot of stuff in this room, and it's hard to get them out. We are going to actually bring that over, this one up. That's the first box that has to come out of here. So open that path. There, that's it. Bottom left. All right, let's do the same thing to this box. Well, all right. Now, to keep stuff from getting stuck together, let's bring that one down and this one there. Now this box. The two boxes on the right, we can't do those. Those have to be brought to the left. I'm going to go ahead and open this path back up. So the next one I need to get is going to be that one. And I want to get this path open as soon as I can. That's going to give me a shortcut. Okay, I'm going to push this one up to the top. And I'm going to have a real problem in the next row doing that, unless I plan for it. And here is the last one for the left column. I've got that shortcut open now. The shortcut path is open. Right. I'm going to play 3 in the right column. That was the first one. That's 2, and I need one more. So there's this extra space right here. That is for a spare to put out of the way. That will allow us to put one box at the top. And we're going to put it right here for the time being because I still need to get through that path. And if I play any more boxes, then I'm going to block that path out and not be able to walk through anymore. But the problem with that is that I have to be able to raise these up. I'll put one of them in that room to the right. Let's put one right there. Okay, and yeah, you can either go through here. No. You don't do that. You push this aside. Okay, and I'm going to put that one down. Okay. Yeah, so what we do next, let's bring this one. Now I need to push this one down because if I do the top first, then I can't push one down. So that one goes down. The next one goes up. Just like that. Then, let's put this one back where it was. Okay. So maybe we didn't have to move those 3. I don't remember why I did that. There was a reason. So 134. This one, okay. Break in, right there, just like that. There we go. This one's a little bit similar to one we played before, where I did the top 6 as my first strategy. So let's do that, the top 6. We need to save one right there. Save the spare. Now, my next strategy, I'm just going to work from the right to the left. Right to left. Okay. Raise this one and kick that one out. Come through here. See, we're saving that space right there. Okay. Okay, so we're done with this one. $135. $135. Okay, this one. The strategy in a room 35. $135 is we're going to have to make room to accommodate for some other boxes. So we're going to have to sort of compact and condense some of this stuff. Block that entrance and then block this entrance. And that's all you got to do. So I'm going to start from right to left here. Right to left. And so I messed up my video a little bit. I was playing this round and then I got stuck. So I had to start over. So I got my charger to plug my phone up to it because I was worried about the battery. My phone won't show the battery while it's doing a recording, so I don't know if the battery's good or not. But I was plugging up the charger and it made the recording stop. So I took a few minute break. Okay, and there's a storm coming in. There's a big storm coming right now. All right, but we have 25 more rooms to do, and I'm going to do them. Hopefully the storm does not knock out the power. And I've been at this about 3 hours so far, from room 81 until now. I think I was 3.5 hours for the first 80 rooms, something like that. Okay, next, do not get anything out of the top room. You'll be stuck. So let's leave the top room alone until we at least get this one out. The reason is because you get this one. Okay, you can't do nothing with it here. You can't do nothing there. You can't do nothing there. You got to bring it all the way down here before you can do anything. So let's get a box out of the lower right-hand room. All right, and where I messed up a few minutes ago was you have to get this box next. So I left that box there, and then I went up into the upper right-hand room thinking I was going to clear some of that, then I would come back for this box, and I got trapped. So you do have to get this box first. And it just goes to show you that as many times as I've played these, I still get tricked by them sometimes. Sometimes it's carelessness. Sometimes I think, oh, I think I see an easy way out. I think I see a shortcut or whatever. But then that'll mess me up. Like, I'll get this one first, and then I'll come back for that one. And then, nope, it's too late. This one that I'm moving now, it could have either came through this way or it could have went through the top. That box, this box here could have went either way. It's the only one that really had any options to it. $1.36 next. Okay, this one. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. Okay, let's start off. I think this one has the most boxes of any of them. I think there's 40 something, 44. I think this is the one with the most. So here, let's put this one here and bring that one all the way. Probably the first thing is, like, let's not get this too congested, compact, and condensed to where we're sort of blocked in. So I'm gonna spread them out, you know. Okay, so there's the first part. Now this one, bring it right there so that it's not locked in and frozen. Let's bring this one over to bring this one up. Now this one up. So if I go to the left right here, that would be wrong. So I'm gonna go up here because I need these 3 spaces. I need to be able to push down right here, so I need this open. So I know you should never put 4 boxes together, but that was really the only choice we had. So now those 2 are pushed down, we're good. So the next step to break in, remember columns and rows. Okay, so now we've got some columns. There we go. Okay, right there. Okay, and that's all we're going to get for now. The next move is going to be that one, and that gets us 1 more box. The next move is going to be right here. And so columns and rows. So now we've got some columns. We can pick these boxes out one by one, just like so. There we go. So, columns and rows. All right, there's you some columns. Okay, that's all we can get for now. So let's do this. Looky there. Now we can get these. That rain is getting loud. Okay, so how can we break the bottom section into columns and rows? Right there. Columns and rows. Okay, so for this part, we know we can't push the bottom one over because that puts 2 blocks against the wall. So we don't want to push that one down. So that right there was our best move. $1.37. Okay, this is the spaceship. This is the spaceship. So we have to do a maneuver for the spaceship. So that's our staging position. Bring this one across, and now we tuck this one in. Stage this one. Now we're going to rotate the top. We break through right here and put it back. Now this one's in our loading position. Bring it not all the way. We're right there. So we put this one out of the way. Now it's the bottom's turn. We're going to bring it up to stage it. Now we rotate the bottom. And now we can play this one in the final position. So we're going to play this one. Now we do the same maneuver again. It's the top's turn. We're going to rotate it in. Stage it. Rotate it. Break through and put it back. And we'll put this one up out of the way now. And then we play this one, but not all the way. leave a path to get through. This one, it's the bottom's turn. Let's rotate the bottom. Now we play this all the way, and since it goes up, that bought us a little bit of room. So now we're not as cramped as we were a little while ago. We're not as congested. Okay? But I am going to have to do a little bit of rotating for the next couple of moves. There we go. So I just played one from the top. I'm going to give the bottom a turn and rotate the bottom. And let's play that one. Okay, let's play one from the top. Yeah. Okay, 138. Which one is next? 138. All right, Boxy Boy. So bring that down. Let's see, bring that down. Across, up, and across. Bring both of these up. This one goes straight up 2, and this one goes straight up 1. And that's how we moved it up, straight up 1. Okay, so this one goes down to let us get through here. And now we open the top up, down, left. Okay, there it is. This is 138, so let's save it. 139. No, we got a stupid password. 139. Okay, this one, all we gotta do is put that box right there, but it's not possible. Bring this one down. Tuck it. And I tried, I never could figure this one out. I had to cheat, I had to learn it. So there, just like that. Bring this one. Now the next two, we're just gonna bring them down one position. We go between them, like this, like that, and like this. We kind of stair-stepped up. So we're gonna move this to the right. We just poke it through. Just poke it out. There you go. The green one's on the left. Spread them out, up and down. So up, down. And then here's the maneuver for this. And then this one here just goes straight in. That's the last position to be filled. 140. Okay, this one is a baby nursery toddler style puzzle. I don't like this one. I don't know. They had no creativity. I don't know why they put this in here, especially this late in the game. There is not many things that you could do to screw this one up. Let's see. We're gonna spread those apart. I mean, that's really the only way. Not much you can do wrong on this one. Now we're going to go back to 138 and get our password. Sunset. So 141. 141, okay, big trick secret to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and... Here, let's put this one... Yeah, let's put that one there. Now, bring this one here. The right side. So what I'm doing, I'm working on the right side, because that's going to be the trick. So we bring this one down, but I also need to bring it to the left to open the path. Okay. And that's how we stage the right side. Now I can put the lower right, so we can start off with the lower right side. So now we do the left side. One more for the left side. And then the middle drops straight in. And let's push this one over. And we'll take one with us. Come on. The joystick doesn't cooperate sometimes. Okay. There we go. 142. Alrighty. So this one, we're going to put him there. We're going to have to temporarily place 3 boxes on this side without getting them stuck. Because we've got to open some pathways. We've got to get some stuff out of our way. Now, this box here, if you see it and say, oh, well, that one's easy to do, I'll go ahead and get that. So this is not the time for that, because it's not in our way right now and it's not bothering anybody. So even though it might be easy, don't mess with it yet. So, next thing is, let's see, we need this path open for that one. And I don't want to get myself stuck in here. Okay. Yeah, so what we do is, we break that one down. We're going to leave it just like this. Now we are going to play this one, and then that one blocks the path. It has to go there. Okay, so we've got those locked in now. Next step is just to start playing these. That's the next one to go through. And I've got this one-way door right there. I'm going to get rid of that one-way door as soon as I can. Okay. So let's take care of this one. Let's put that one there. Okay. There we go. And here, this will get rid of that one-way door that keeps getting in my way. No, you weren't supposed to do that. Alright, we can go ahead and get rid of this one. It's just that it wasn't in the way and it wasn't harming anybody. There we go. Okay. There we go. Last one. 143. Right. Let's start at the top. 2 puzzles in one. There you go. Just like that. And upper left for this one. Okay. So I'm going to stage this and set it up. One more. Okay. That's my setup right there. Now, let's close it up, seal it off, never go through there again. All right, now this blue one right there, we're going to leave it. It is going to be part of our right side. Come on. And this one is going to be part of our right side. So let's work on the left side now. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and get that one. Okay, now we do the middle. Let's see here. I'm going to break this apart just like that. Straight down. Okay, let's get the right side. Now. $144. Okay. 2 puzzles in one. Let's start at the top. There you go. That's it for that part. And then here, let's shift these to the left. Okay, so that gave me a path to get through, to get out. That's a path to get out. The lower puzzle is part of a Boxy Boy. Oh, Yeah, let's bring this one in. And so here we use that. And then we rotate. Okay, just like that. So now we got to deal with these on the right. Let's take this one up and that one over. Now I'm going to put this one back in there, but see, I have to push this one down first. So the way you fix that, that same maneuver, rotate, move this one aside to move that one down, to move this one aside and push that one down. Okay, the left side's fixed. And then all we do is push this up. 145. All right, this one, so yeah, right there, top right. Okay, bring this one down. Top left. Get those corners first. This one goes between the bricks, out of the way right there. And then this one's the bottom right corner. So we've got all the corners finished. This one's going to go up. These go straight in. Straight up. Spread those open. Here, just like this. 146. 146. All right, this one. Okay, a few tricks. First one goes to the right. The next one is going to go down. Now. Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. And then bring this one down. Now, this one goes to the top. Up. Up. One-way door. All the way to the left. And we have to move it up. The problem with this one, it's on the wrong side. It needs to be on the left. We are going to bring this one over. Let's rotate these out. This one comes down here. Poke this one out. Now, it's on the left side. We do have to bring it down because I need to get through there one more time. So this one, yeah, okay. And the reason I need to get through there one more time is because of that. So, the one on the right, we're going to push that to the right. So that means this one needs to go over one. And then we've only got two going up through the bottom. 1, 2. We've got 3 on the left. So this is a good time to see how many we have going where, because that tells me to only push it up this far. $147. Okay, so down and over. The ones that we push down, we're going to play, but the ones that we don't push down, that's the only one of those that I'm going to move for now. So that's the trick to this. And what I mean by that, so I'm going to push this one down and play up. But I'm not going to play the one that didn't get pushed down, if that makes sense. Now, push this one down, push this one up. Okay, now everything moves to the right. $148. All right, this one, okay, hold on. Okay, up. Now we spread these, spread them, yeah. And then bring that one down where it was. Come over 2 to push this down and put that back where it was. Now we go down and right, up. Move this one aside and put it back so we can lift that. Now, here we go, the final move, and let's save it. Let's save it. Save, save, save. Okay, 149. Nope, orange. We got a password instead. Okay, here we go. 149. Is this one? Yay. Okay, this one always gets me. Always. Okay, good, man. Ooh, I got lucky. 150. 150. The way to get in is right here. And we bring this one across so that we can come through here. I could have came the other way. These two need to be pushed down all the way as far as they can go. We bring this one over and down. That one's going to go right there. And we come back to get this. So I'm having to redo this. Okay, so 2 things need to happen in the circle. Left and down. Okay, and then this one goes over to the left because this box here actually belongs there. My video stopped recording for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I didn't want to have a bunch of edits in this video. Put that one back and close that off. Move this to the right. Yeah, I wish I could play through the whole game without any edits, without any errors and mistakes and problems. Now my phone just all of a sudden quit. So I'm having to replay this one. So that's to the right. Now, push this one up. Do not push it down to break those apart. If you push it down, it'll be stuck in there. You can't get it back. Okay, so I'm going to play it like this. Come on. Cooperate. Actually, we need to go to the left. Let's go to the left. There we go. Now everything comes straight down. Come on. All right. So to get to 150, I have to load. No, 151. 151 is next. We've got 10 more rooms. 10 more. Password is orange. 151. Okay, the first problem is that we've got an empty room there, and we need to use that empty room. So first we have to move this one. Let's see here. So anyway, we're going to condense these together. They're going to be stuck there, frozen permanent. Now what we do here, yeah, we're going to. Okay, so we had to do that. Now we're going to work on these boxes with these little rooms. Okay. Yeah, and then we shift all of these over. That actually gives us room to accommodate one more box, which is going to be on the right side. The right side of the screen is a one-way road. We can come through in this clockwise direction, but we can't leave. We can't go counterclockwise. So what we do next, this top box right here, we have to get it out of the way. We're going to get it out of that field. But if we do that, then these will be in our way. So we got to put one of these back in. Okay, now we're going to get that upper one out. Okay, that's done. Now, see, we're still having to go one way through this. Let's take this one with us, and we're going to leave it there. So that's permanent. Well, it will be permanent once we put the next one. So now the next one we can push. We cannot walk through the playing field anymore, but we can walk backwards through this finally. Each time I go back up through the top, I'm going to take one of these. So notice we've got 3 boxes there. We had 3 spaces. So let's go through this. This is a one-way street now. So let's get our first one, our second one, and the third one. So this design here reminds me of wallpaper. This is the wallpaper round. Okay. And then each time I come through, I get one of these. $152. All right, this one, first move, play it like this. Just like that. And then go around that. Get this one up past here and push both these down. This one goes to the right. This one goes to the right. To the left. Pop that one up so that we can get it when we go around. Straight down, and this will be the last time to walk through. I'm going to get the bottom one. All right, and then we go around and get the top. 8 more rooms, 8 more to go. There we go. 153, Boxy Boy. I really don't like this one because there's so many obstacles you keep having to walk around, but it does go fairly fast at least. Okay, start with that one. See, we have to walk around all of this. And I found that if we start with the top level first, then it reduces the amount of obstacles to walk around. So again, I'll get the top one. So that time is a little bit easier. Get the top one again. And see, now I can walk straight across. Kind of an easy round to be having this close to the end of the game. They should be getting harder. And some of them are. There is still a couple of hard ones coming up. $154. Okay, yeah, see, this is a baby nursery toddler puzzle. This shouldn't be this close to the game. So we do the bottom first and then the middle. And then the top. 155. Okay, this one right there. That's the first moves. Okay, bring both of these to the right. This one straight down. Yeah, all the way. Okay. 91 steps, 156. Yeah, this is a baby, another nursery. So started off by moving that one to the right, move this one to the left. So this is the easy cross. The hard cross is the next one, and it really is hard. 157. This is the hard cross, and I just had to learn it and memorize it. So go up 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 down. Bring that one up. Here, that's the maneuver. The next maneuver, 2 more over, down. Okay. Now we do a down, up, up. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come around, push this one up. That one goes down. This one goes up. Bring that one across and walk under it. The 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Yeah, that's it. The 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we walk around and solve as we go. 158. 158. This one, the whole strategy is to be able to move that one, because this one's in our way too. We have to move that one aside without getting stuck or trapped. And the first move is going to be drop that so that we can accommodate the one above it. We're going to lower 3 of these. Move that aside. We're going to lower 3 of them. We're going to lower 4, but we have to put this one back. So we lowered 1, no, we lowered 2 and brought 1 back. Now we lower those. So that's how we did that. We do the exact opposite down here on the left. But for now, we just open this path to come through here. So now we're inside this room. We have to put that back. We're going to bring 2 of these over without getting them stuck together. And then we break through right here and raise it. Okay. Now, we bring that one across. We did the same maneuver where we lift 4 of them, push 1 of them back down. That was the opposite move that we did above. That's the opposite that we did above. Now, the reason we moved those 2 to the right was so that we could move this one to the right. And we're done with that, so we need to move all of them to the left, put them back like where they were. And then this one can come across to let us back through. That one goes right there. Then put this one in the hole. Now we've got a path along the bottom. We need a path all the way around, so we're going to drop this one to 1 position. And we did all of that just to move that, just to do that. So that now we can come. So now we've got a path all the way around it to get him out of there. Yep, that whole setup was just for this. And there's no strategy to the placement of these. Like, you just put them whatever order you want. That field is 4 blocks wide. So as long as you get the boxes into the field, they will not get stuck. So this guy's almost ready to retire. He's going to buy a shiny red car and take his girlfriend to Florida, because he's figured out all these warehouse puzzles. And this is 158, so what it's going to do, it's going to skip me to the end of the game. It's going to skip the last 2 rooms. And then he gets an early retirement, I guess. So what we're going to do, we're going to save the game. And we're going to make him work an extra shift before he retires. No, it didn't do it this time. Okay, so this is a Boxy Boy except for that 1 brick right there. That brick is different. It just makes it a little bit more harder. Not much. That's the first position. Stage it right there. And then we do this one next. Yeah, this is a fairly simple level here. And then the very last room, it's kind of got a couple of challenges. All right, 160. This is the last room, the last puzzle, box, whatever. Shove it. Okay, solve some stuff in the middle. This part always gets me, so we're going to... Yeah, I think that's it. And okay, I believe that's it. So yeah, that's going to be the last play. That's the last play there. So we finished this round in the middle. Now we bring that one up. We need to open a path right here. Now, next thing, raise this one. We can lower this one now or lower it later, but that's how we should set that up. Put it there. Put it there. So I need the top position open right here, as long as I'm pushing these down. Let's get this one, and it's the last one to push down. So I can do this one now. Okay, we're gonna get these two at the bottom. Right there, right there. Okay. So we move these two, and then we solve the middle. The last secret of Shove It, the last trick, the last little bit, don't leave it there. Push it one more. Because if you leave it there, you're stuck. And here's the reason. Right there's the reason. We got to push this one back down. Okay, but now we can fix this. Just like that. Now, bring this one to the left twice. And then all of these go over. And now you get to go to Florida on your vacation. There's your retirement. She's going to take all of his money. When he's broke, he's going to have to get another job. And the only thing he knows how to do is warehouse work. They'll probably have to sell the car to afford an apartment in Florida. It looks like they might be in the desert somewhere now. All right, well, that's it. That's all 160 games.